Hey, welcome back to James's Repair Shop. Well, I have a video on the very basics of plugging a tire. So if you've never plugged a tire and you just want to do it as cheap as you can, I'm going to show you how I do it. There's many ways, many ways to plug a tire, many types of plugs. But what we're going to do in this video here is we're just using the cheapest rope plugs. I'll dig one out here. Well, you'll see me dig it out when the time comes. So these are called like a rope plug, and these are the tools you put them in with. And we'll go through all those as we use them. And but I have a tire here that the tire's no good. And I'll show you when we get in closer why it's no good and why you wouldn't plug a tire like this. Or definitely a tire shop's not going to plug a tire for this, like this for you. So anyway, let's get a hole put in this tire with a nail in it, maybe a roofing style nail, because those are very common you'll find in these tires. So we get our tire off the car and you find this nail. Now how do you find it? How do you find the leak? Well, this is an obvious one. It's pretty straightforward, but what I do, I use soapy water and you'll start to see right away. Now, they're not always that simple. Sometimes this head will be worn right off and you'll have to spray all over the tire to find the leak. But this is what you're looking for, is bubbles like that. So that's how you do it. So let's just say the head of it's gone. So I'm just using a pair of side cutters. I believe in the US they call them dikes. And you'll want to use something you can get a hold of that with. Needle nose pliers work good, but let's just say that doesn't have a head on it. Like so. So now you can barely see it. And now it gets pushed down inside a little bit. And it's down in there. So it's a little harder to get a hold of. And you won't see it just as obvious as that, but it'll still be leaking, sort of like this. So when you run into this situation, you're going to need something like a needle nose plier to get right down inside there and get a hold of the head of that. And they're not always easy to get a hold of, especially if they've been pushed in a long ways. So I'm using just dish soap and water in a spray bottle. If you have bubbles, the children's bubble juice, it works well too. But almost everybody has dish soap. So now you got to get in there and get a hold of that sucker. And a lot of times you have to take control and get right over top of the tire. And this is kind of how it goes. This is why doing it on the car is not that easy. Sometimes you can get away with it doing it right on the car. Yeah, a lot of times you can't. So I can get it up there. I just had a bite on it for a second. There she comes. Now, don't take it right out yet. Just leave it there until you get your tire plug ready. And if you have it ready, you still need to ream that hole first. So that brings me into the tools that we use here. So what we're going to be using is this is the reamer here. We'll do that first. And this is the installer. So what you can do, like I said, I'll pull one of these out. These are rope plugs. And these are your basic tire, radial tire plugs. And as I said earlier in the video, there's 100 million types, not 100 million types, but there's hundreds of different types of tire plugs out there today. This is your most basic right here. Now, if you want, and it does make it go easier, if you put a little glue on that rubber cement, if you have it. But these are designed to not have to have that. So what there is here, so I'm trying to get my plug ready to go in as soon as I ream the hole out. So there's a little slot in the end. I don't know if you can see that. But there's a slot in the end of that tool. You get your plug in there. And like I said, a little bit of tire cement goes a long way. And if you're having trouble getting it through, these plugs are getting a little bit old and they're a little bit dried out, but they're still good. So you get a little bit through, and I usually try to get my needle nose on it and get a yank through. You see that? So all the while you're losing air. So you will need a compressor for this, obviously, or a supply of air. There we go. So you get it started through. The newer ones go in, when they're new, they go through a little easier because the rubber is a little bit, the vulcanizing on it is a little bit softer. These are getting up there in age, just like me. So you go about halfway, so it's like this. So when this is how it goes in the tire like this, and then when you pull it out, it'll slip out through that notch in the end right there. All right, so now that we have our plug ready to go, we'll set it aside. And like I say, you can use tire cement on it if you want. Now, we'll have to get this plug out, or this old nail out, like so. So I'll pull him out. And a lot of times you'll have to get up and put your body weight into it. There you go. Then you get the reamer in, like so. Like that. And this is to make it so that like that, so the hole's a little bigger so it fits the plug properly. And don't be afraid to make it nice in there for the plug. So you leave that in for a second. And you know, a little bit of soap on there before you do it helps. So now we have the hole is reamed out and we have the plug. And you can put a little soapy water on the plug too, if you like. That'll help. If you don't have any contact cement or any tire cement, which I don't. So you pull that out, find the hole, put the reamer aside. Get that out of the way, hanging on to both tools. I hope you can see this. And in it goes, just like that. And like I say, this is why you can't really do this on the car, because if the hole's tight, then you need your body weight to push it down. So then you just pull this back out, like so. And you can test it, like so, like that. I'm gonna get a knife and we'll cut that off. I should have had my knife ready. So you got the plug in, the plug's not leaking, and I don't have a knife handy, so I'm just gonna use this old razor blade to slice off the what's left of the plug. And that's it right there, and you can clean it off, and then you can test it again. Just like that. So, all right, so we've got the plug in there, and I turned it around. I can't even find the plug now. It's right there. There's the plug. And then we'll put fill the tire back up with air. I had about 33, 34, 35 pounds in it of air pressure. I think it should still be there. And then we'll test it one more time. There we go, that's good enough for this. So this tire here, I mentioned earlier that it's not fit to be put on a vehicle, and it's not fit to be repaired even. That's why I don't mind drilling a hole and putting a plug in for a demonstration. See this crack that runs through here? This tire is separating. This tire is old and it's dried out. You'll see separation here. This tire is not safe to use. I use them for around the yard, just moving the vehicles around, but I would never take it out on the highway with a tire like that on it. So let's test it out again while we're talking here. Let's make sure there's no leaks. So I have used more than one plug in a hole at a time. Not recommended as a rule. Definitely not 3, and I'll tell you why. When you start getting more than 2 plugs in a hole, even 2 is risky. When you get more than 2 plugs in a hole, you open yourself up to a blowout on the highway. So those plugs will come out, those 3 plugs that you put in and they come out, you have a massive hole there, and you could likely have a blowout on the highway, and most likely 3 plugs will come out. So when you get down to the point where you need more than 2 or more plugs in the tire, there are other means of fixing it, and maybe going into a tire shop and have them fix it. So that's it. That's the very basics in plugging a tire. Just be careful when you're taking your wheel off. Make sure your car is supported. Don't go under it if you don't have jack stands and it's just on the jack. Don't go under your vehicle under any circumstances. Ideally, you'll want your vehicle supported even when you're changing the tire. But hey, sometimes you just don't have that luxury. You may be out on the road somewhere, and that's what jacks are for. Anyway, that's it. That's my little video on the very basics of plugging a tire. Hopefully it was helpful to someone, and thanks for watching.